There is no God. There is no devil. Not here. There's me, and then there's him. Pontius. 6:35 p.m. I couldn't move. The cold covered me in its entirety. My feet sat encapsulated in frozen blocks of ice and sheets of fresh snow. My eyes struggled to stay open as the lashes froze together in uncomfortable closeness. My hands slumped at the end of my arm like meaningless lumps while I debated my ability to use them at all. But still my brain screamed in defiance. I needed to get up. I knew I needed to get up, because everything about the stranger in front of me appeared fake. I can't explain it in any other way. It was an instinctual reaction beyond the obvious reasons. Every fiber in my being felt like he did not belong. On the roof of a Costco in the middle of a biblical storm, or even on this planet for that matter. I felt ill in his presence. I wanted to hate him. I wanted to punch him. I wanted to vomit on him. I felt like one of those cows in a pen that can sense the other cow is sick. I wanted to get away from him more than anything in the world. But I just couldn't do it. The man stared casually at the carnage 50 feet below. His beady little eyes darted excitedly towards the bare blood and various pieces of tissue and limbs discarded along the way. That body used to be Marcus. My mind reflected lazily. The bloody corpse has a family inside. When he spoke, the stranger chose his words carefully and used them patiently. There's no rush to his tone, like the way a teacher gives students instructions. You know bears can climb, boy. Even the big ones. I tried to laugh. The sound that came out, though, sounded somewhere between a snort and a gasp as a fresh breeze of cold air stung my cheeks. The air felt colder as time moved on. I did not expect that to be the case. You understand me? If the animal's hungry enough or angry enough, it will climb. You're not safe here. Can you confirm that you understand? The stranger approached me and pulled a flashlight from his pocket. Dipshit, I know that. We're locked out. Are the police coming? He smiled. The police in the town are dead, he replied quickly, simply and without hesitation. I believe everyone inside this town is dead, save for you and your friends, -1. I'm all that's left. The bear grunted happily from down below our position. Could it see us? I knew nothing about bears, especially creatures this large, to suggest otherwise. What's your name? Pontius. What, like Pontius Pilate? Precisely. A Roman name. A good name. Why? He smiled again. I hated that smile. It made my stomach turn. Why what? Why Pontius? He considered that for a moment. Pontius brought order. I am order. My back shifted uncomfortably against the slanted roof paneling. The feeling in my fingers began to drift away. My toes felt like they could be flicked off like tiny little detachable fruits. Time slipped away in quickening seconds while shithead wasted it talking about angels and demons. I wanted to run. I wanted to get up and jump off into the bear pit if it got me away from him, but my feet felt rooted to the ground. Well, Pontius, could you bring some order to the locked door? He smiled. I can. How? Pontius walked past me, He pulled a crowbar of some sort from a knapsack on his back. Then, with one swift motion, he brought it against a small glass pane. The glass shattered easily in return. I offered a hoarse cheer as he quickly returned to lift me up by the arms and into the entrance of the store. The warmth of fresh heat immediately washed over me. I could cry, it felt so good. "How are you not cold?" I asked, but my question was ignored. Pontius rushed over and shut the door just as warm water began to pelt my back. "Hey man, who turned off the showers? I need that shit." Pontius snorted. The sound seemed just as foreign to him as it did to me 5 minutes before. "The rain's come. It's not safe to go outside anymore." 8:30. I haven't moved. Why haven't I moved? The objects around me came into focus as my tired eyes opened and adjusted their warm collars. Small room, heating in the corner, electricity humming warmly behind my back, a light bulb drifting in and out of luminescence, and a hole poked through the space where the roof door window used to be. Water in the corner. Water everywhere. A rush of liquid drifted in via a small crack in the bottom of the door frame, and through the hole that Pontius punched earlier. My still cold toes greeted the return of feeling as the river of warm water passed over them. My ears opened up to the endless dripping, leaking, and sapping that filled the building. Reality soon weighed in. Shit. I got up and stared through what used to be the window. A fork of lightning snatched across the sky, and seconds later rolling thunder dipped in and out of volume menacingly. I could not see the snow anymore, at least not all of it. An ocean of water covered the roof. Torrents fell from above in unending sideways sheets. Gallons rushed effortlessly over the edge to mercilessly smack the pavement 50 feet below. The bear roared somewhere in the edges of the night. The storm had changed. I could not have slept that long. Instincts took over. I knew my small room next to the roof could soon become a vacuum for water, so I turned on my heel and sprinted. I found the hall that led me there. I found the turn to the familiar employee break room that we passed before. Then I opened the door and suddenly, I was standing over the store again. An ocean of consumer goods sat before me. Soda cans and boxes of toilet paper drifted easily through the waves. The river had a current to it. Bikes and large objects like couches were no match for the tide. They drifted with the other junk lazily through the aisles. I tried to measure the water below me in my mind. 3 feet? 4? It must have been a leak down there. Suddenly I remembered the hole in the metal pull-down door. Quietly, I began to accept the fact that my friends could have drowned.
"Matt!"
A voice screamed to my right.
"Get in here!"
A foreign shape pulled me by the collar and dragged me in. I couldn't see anything anymore. Water poured in from over and behind me so feverishly that it became hard to stand and to see. But the hint of a Jersey accent gave way to my trust. She sounded like home. We entered the room. A door slammed. I pushed the matted hair out of my eyes to find 14 survivors. Wet, scared, and shaking to their bones.
"Where's Marcus? Daddy?"
Tiffany grabbed me by the shoulders.
"Listen to me. I don't care if you believe me, but I saw something in the water. Outside. Before we knew we had to climb. It was swimming beside me. I saw its eyes."
She sighed.
"We're not alone in this building. Not anymore. Something came inside.